If you're looking for tips to speed up your video editing workflow in Adobe Premiere Pro using hotkeys, I've got you covered. What's up, content creators? If you're new here, I'm Matt, and if you'd like to get more from your content marketing efforts, start today by hitting that subscribe button. So before we dig into hotkeys in Adobe Premiere Pro, I want to share with you a quick story about a mouse that I bought for the purpose of video editing. This is a Razer Naga Epic Chroma. And honestly, I'm not as much of a gamer as I used to be, but I saw a video a couple years ago about a famous Hollywood editor who uses this exact same mouse to edit videos. Like, I think it was a Mission Impossible movie he was editing, and he had this crazy workflow with all these buttons on the side of the mouse here, because you can assign hotkeys to a programmable mouse. So there's actually a surprising utility involved in using a gaming mouse for video editing. This mouse is not something I would recommend. Unfortunately, the tracking on it never worked very well. It was always hopping around on the screen, driving me insane. Recently, the left mouse button actually wore out, so this one's going in the garbage. So we're using this Logitech gaming mouse, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to assign Adobe Premiere Pro hotkeys onto the mouse, thereby eliminating the amount of travel you're doing on your desktop between your keyboard and your mouse, because every time you've got to move your hand, it's going to slow you down. And for your workflow to really speed up your editing process, the best way to do that is to be able to perform as many actions as possible without having to move your hands around between the keyboard and the mouse. So first off, let's bring up the Premiere Pro shortcuts map so you can get familiar with that. We're going to go to Edit, Keyboard Shortcuts. I haven't actually changed anything here, and you can totally customize this to however you want. It gets pretty in-depth. It can be a little bit like learning how to play a piano. So we're gonna keep it nice and basic, and we're gonna focus on the actions and the hotkeys that are gonna help you speed up your workflow. So normally what you would do is you would perform a cut at the start of the clip if you're trying to get rid of this space, and then you would click on it and then go up to Ripple Delete. The faster way to do it is to use the keyboard shortcut Q. This enables you to cut and delete at the same time using one action. So I'm gonna place the playhead exactly where I want the clip to start. Let's go with right here. And then just click on the Q button. Automatically deletes the whole section out of there much faster. The same goes for performing a cut at the end of a clip. So I'm gonna place the playhead right about there and then click on W. The next hotkey I use pretty regularly is the R button. This is gonna enable you to change the speed of your clips, the rate stretch tool. So you can speed them up and you can slow them down. As a quick note, when you use the rate stretch tool, when you're slowing down a clip, you need more frames. If you shot your footage in 30 frames per second and then you try to slow it down, it's not going to look very good. So for any shots you want to slow down, make sure that you film at double the frame rate minimum. So I would shoot at 60 frames per second if I need to slow down my footage in a 30 frames per second timeline. So we're gonna hit the R button on the keyboard, which changes to the rate stretch tool, and say I want to speed this clip up. I'm just gonna drag it to the left, and then I'll Ripple Delete this section out. If you want more precise control over your speed settings, right click on your clip and go to Speed/Duration. Next up, we've got the A key. That is the track select forward tool, enabling you to select all the tracks in the timeline in front of these two arrows. Next, we've got D on the keyboard. This enables you to select the track below the playhead. So if I'm moving the timeline around here and I want to very quickly select this clip here, I could either move the mouse and click on it or simply just press the D button. All right, next up, Ripple Delete. If you haven't been using this, we're gonna make a cut here and we're gonna select the clip. And normally you would right click on it, go up to Ripple Delete, or you would click on it and press Shift plus Delete. That eliminates it and deletes the space out between the two clips. I'm sure you know this one, but just in case you don't, use your space bar to play and stop the playback of your videos rather than clicking on the play and the stop buttons all the time. All right, this next one's pretty cool. So normally you would hit C on the keyboard and then you would use the razor tool to perform your cuts in a timeline. The faster way to do that would be to use Control K or Command K if you're on Mac. This enables you to do a cut without even selecting the razor tool. All right, those are the hotkeys that I'm using. Now I'm gonna show you exactly how to assign them to a Logitech mouse that's a gaming mouse. If you have some other mouse that's programmable and you've got buttons on the side where your thumb is, then you can do this too. You just may need to use different software. So let's check out the G Hub and I'm gonna show you exactly how to assign what keys to the mouse that will help you speed up your edit. So we're gonna launch the Logitech G Hub. And we'll click on the mouse here. So everything you see here is fine. One of the things that I really love about this mouse is the ability to control the tracking speed and the sensitivity. This is where I found the sweet spot. I'm using multiple monitors and being able to move it at this speed has been great. So something to check out if you want to be able to move your mouse around with more precision. This is a great mouse for that. Next, we're going to click this little arrow here. So you can see I've assigned ripple delete to the middle thumb button on the side of the mouse. And I'm going to assign the Control plus K to number 1. So we're going to go to macros, create new macro. I'm going to call this Control K and select no repeat. Click on Start Now, record keystrokes, and then on your keyboard, press Control K or Command K on Mac. Then hit Stop Recording and save. Now we're going to grab this macro, drag it over to button number 1. So the great thing about this setup is I can just go to a spot in the timeline that I need to make a cut. I can click the Control K button, and then I can ripple delete that out using the ripple delete button. So you may have noticed the number 3 is not assigned, and I'd love to ask you, what hotkey should I assign to that button? What would you recommend to speed up the workflow and editing to assign to that button? So let me know in the comments below. If you'd like any more assistance in learning Adobe Premiere Pro, then make sure that you check out this playlist of videos that I have for you up here. I'd love to hear from you. If there's anything missing here in this video, I will make another one, so let me know.